Hey there, it's Lisa, the Half Asian Tarot Queen, and I'm still, there's always last minute delays, blah blah blah. But I'm back here for another reading. So this one's gonna come out on Monday. Ooh, we have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. So, ooh, the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles. So this Five of Pentacles has been coming up a ton. You can check it in the stalker thread, but this is like an energy that's been needing to be healed. And it's kind of laying the foundation for all these new beginnings, a new empire, a new love. And it's with the Wheel of Fortune. So that's a big climax where situations are changing. And that definitely speaks to several threads that are kind of coming to a head in the current moment. I'm just pulling some cards for the general energies of the reading. And yeah, my sister would reprimand me about this being a bad selfie angle. Okay, I've got my general energies. We have the Six of Wands here, so this indicates some sort of triumph over adversity, or maybe a homecoming, someone coming home to a ticker tape parade after slaying some dragons. But we'll see how it falls. There was an extra card that fell out on the overall energies, but I'm gonna take it. So for the overall energies, we have the Moon, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Hermit, and we have the Emperor. So this is interesting because this Emperor energy has been coming up a lot. And this energy seems to be related to this thread. There's a thread on the channel. There's two threads. There's one called Phoenix, and it's all about this King of Pentacles who had to right some wrong in order to step into his power. And then this was going to lay the foundation for like some sort of empire, like a family empire, which is what this is. So this speaks to this character. So you'll find this character in a thread called Phoenix, and also one called Dynasty. So it looks like this character is featuring prominently in today's reading. And we also have the Moon and the Hermit. So this Hermit speaks to someone who's kind of drawn into themselves. They're kind of looking at the spiritual lessons. They're not really so much engaged in the outer world as much as they are engaged in the spiritual realm, which this card speaks to this, the realm of emotions. So there was a reading last week, which I'll link to, about this Emperor having to right some wrong to step into his power, and it being like a big climax and causing a lot of upheaval, So this maybe speaks to this situation, but also just acknowledging that there's a lot of emotions and spiritual lessons that are attached to this transition point. So I'm going to pull some cards from the Bianco Nero deck. It's a black and white deck, which I love, and just to get some of the overall energies, general energies for this reading. We have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, so that's been coming up a bunch too. Ooh, and the Eight of Wands. So some sort of message coming in regarding some love affair. So this Lovers was at the bottom of the deck the other day. I'll try to find that video as well and link it. But there was a divine union that was coming into fruition. And it all seemed to be related to this emperor coming into his power after learning some sort of spiritual lesson. And so it's interesting that that came up. Just a couple more cards. Oh, we got this repeat. Interesting. Okay, one more. I guess it's going to be that one. All right. So, for the general energies, we have the Five of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So, this energy has been coming up quite a lot, you know, and it's like the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles have been coming up a lot as energies that have been needing to be healed to like step into abundance. So in this, I'm going to link to the new moon in Sagittarius reading because this energy figured prominently in that reading. And it was all about having to be very intentional about kind of shifting your mindset, because in this picture you can see this person is focused on the three cups that have spilled, and they're focused on the loss. And so there needs to be a change in their mindset so that they can turn around, because there's actually two cups. There's like a love right behind them. They are not seeing it because they're faced in the other direction. So it's all about, you know, being intentional about, you know, shifting your mindset towards the abundance and love that's behind you there. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is someone who's an independent energy, who's kind of built a solid foundation on their own. They don't really need anyone. They've kind of got it. They did it their way. The Frank Sinatra song. This is an energy that has also figured prominently since I started this channel. And then there's a Knight of Swords. So this is a fast-acting energy of truth or clarity that's coming in, and it looks like it's coming right towards this independent energy. So there's some single person maybe that's about to receive some sort of message of truth or clarity. Some independent single person who has a stable foundation on their own. And it looks like this message might be around some sort of loss. Maybe this person is single because they experienced some sort of loss, and you know, they've been just focused on themselves and not really wanting to engage this energy, but actually there's a blessing that's behind them. You know, so maybe this message is part of what's going to be the trigger for this shift in mindset from loss to abundance and happiness. We'll see. I'm going to keep going with this. Actually, it's interesting because we have the Knight of Cups, which this is a message of love that's coming in, and it's coming right under this. So yeah, there's like this love that's right behind this person, but they need some sort of clarity for them to see that, you know, it's within their grasp. They just need to change their mindset and turn around. And then underneath this Nine of Pentacles, this independent person, we have the Moon, you know. So this person, it's almost like this person needs to engage the realm of emotions. They've been so focused on building their foundation and their pentacles that they've kind of disconnected from this, you know. And maybe that's part of what needs to happen so that they can see the opportunity there. They need to re-engage in the emotional sphere. And then underneath this message of truth and clarity that's coming through, we have the Seven of Cups. So that indicates like a number of options, confusion, like not really knowing which way to go. It's kind of chaotic, so I guess what I'm taking here is there's some sort of message that's going to come in, and it's going to like turn this person's mindset around, or create some sort of chaos, some sort of message of love that's coming in, and it's going to upset the apple cart and maybe cause this person to engage their emotions. I'm going to go to the Radiant Wise Spirit and see if I can get some messages of guidance around this. Because, yeah, I mean, all the readings, oh my gosh, all the readings leading up to this have, they've been speaking to a big climactic change that's in the works, so it's interesting to see it like inch by, like day by day. There's a slow evolution, but the actual overall change that's happening is like huge. Oh my gosh. So actually 2 cards just fell out on accident, but we're gonna, oh my god. Okay, so on the bottom here we have the 5 of Swords. So that indicates that whatever this climax is, it's not going to all be pretty. I mean, there's going to be winners and losers, and there's obviously chaos and conflict that's going to rise from this. But we just got this card again, the 6 of Wands. So this is like falling right over this offer of love, that's coming to this situation where there's been some loss, but there's something to be salvaged from this situation. And so this looks like there's going to be a victory over this loss, and it's going to lead to a new offering of love. Then on top of this independent single person that needs to engage their emotions, we got another Swords card. We got the Queen of Swords. So this is an energy that has been kind of cycling around the Divine Feminine readings lately. But this is like a no-nonsense woman. She's kind of been through the ringer already, so she's super wise, and she doesn't take any guff. Like, she's got clear boundaries. She knows her worth. She's just not gonna mess around with drama. She just kind of cuts through the BS, and it's just like, this is what it is, And then we have the 9 of Cups. So this is a wish card, and a card of wishes coming true, which is interesting because, like, as I was just saying, this is an energy that's been orbiting around the Divine Feminine. And there was a reading just the other day, which I will link, about the Divine Feminine getting her wish. So perhaps part of the reason why this person has like disengaged from the emotional realm and focused on their pentacles and building their foundation is because, there was some sort of upset there. And maybe this truth is turning this situation around so that this person is going to get their wish. But what's crazy is this message that's coming in of truth and clarity that's causing all this chaos and conflict seems to be regarding some sort of new foundation in love, and fertility and abundance. This is like a happy home, happy marriage card. It's like a foundation for a dynasty, which again, like I was saying, this is an energy that's definitely been orbiting around the readings lately. So I would almost take this as this swinging single independent person who's about to get their wish is maybe not going to be that swinging single for very long. And maybe their wish, this is their wish. So, I mean, we'll see how things play out, but it's kind of how it's looking today. So I'm going to pull a card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle just to finish out the reading. But yeah, really interesting stuff going down. Oh. All right. Well, this is pretty fitting. We've got Wise Leader. You are a beacon for others. So yeah, this Emperor who's stepping into his power, laying the foundation for some sort of dynasty, is kind of rising, stepping into his power and becoming a leader in the community. Pretty powerful stuff. And definitely, again, speaks to that thread that I was talking about, the Phoenix thread that sort of empties into the dynasty thread. So check those threads out if this is a storyline that resonates with you. And I'll be back tomorrow with another reading. We'll see if it's still in this place or not.